Hello and welcome to the Advice Nut, the Advice Nut at live.com, the Advice Nut at live.com. Let's get to our first email. I am so fed up with my husband's ex-wife. After spousal maintenance was up in August, she pretty much handed the kids over to us. For the past 4 months, we have had them over 50% of the time. We've been documenting every minute they spend with us. Well, my husband informed her a few days ago that he wants this new schedule in writing, and she went crazy on him, claiming he was trying to weasel his way out of their lives. She's a nut job. She just knows that her child support will be cut since we are now providing more than her. What an idiot. We cannot deal with it anymore, and my husband is ready to just say, forget the whole situation and go back to the original parenting plan, which we barely had them. I just don't know if I should stay out of it or help him make the decision. The reason he feels this way is because she screws with the kid's head. They're not allowed to tell me they love me or kiss their dad on the lips. So much more than that, though. Help me. Should I stay out of this? You know, when you're married to a person, you take on everything that they have in their lives, be it money, house, children, ex-wives, if they have children. For the most part, I think you should stay out of it. This is something that your husband is going to have to deal with, and you being in this situation is not going to help, especially if this woman really is a nut job. The only thing that I must warn you and your husband is, don't take out on the children what their mother is doing. And when I say that, don't see them less. Because the one thing about children is they don't care how much how much money you spend. They care about the time. The money, they have no business knowing about their situation. But it's the time that's important. Your husband, as complicated as it may be, and his ex-wife need to go to a judge, mediation, work something out, put it on paper and leave it that way. It has to be something both of you can live with. If not, you may need to go in front of the judge. But for the most part, I do think you need to stay out of it. You know, it's sad that the children are caught in the middle. And if one isn't going to minimize that, the other needs to. There needs to be somebody with a sense of reasoning. But I don't believe you need to get in the middle of it. Good luck. Let's get to our next email. How do you know when it's time to actually accept that the breakup was for the better? I go back and forth daily thinking about how I'm better off without her, and how there's cuter, sweeter girls out there that won't ever hurt my feelings like she did. But at the same time, I can't help but admit to myself that I'm sad because I lost a love. I've gone out and done a lot of things for me. It's been 12 weeks since the breakup, and I've started working out again. Have recently gotten promoted at work. Got a raise, got a bonus. I got my first apartment. My apartment is beautiful with hardwood floors, a gas fireplace. I couldn't be happier. I have heard from a friend that my ex thinks I'm mad at her because I haven't talked to her in a few weeks. This is the first time since we split where I finally put my foot down and said I'm not taking her crap anymore, and I've had enough and decided I won't talk to her anymore. I'm guessing she is beginning to worry that her doormat is gone. I don't really understand how she could honestly think I'm mad at her. Of course, I absolutely hate her for tearing my heart out, but I just don't want to talk to her. I know talking to her just makes me feel bad, so I'm steering clear of her. I've gone out on a few casual dates with female acquaintances, and it just feels great to have attractive young women telling me I've got a lot going for me and that there are girls out there looking for a young guy like me. Well, it sounds to me that you're doing what you need to do to get over this person. I think you're doing a pretty good job of it. I think you already know that breaking up with this person was for the better. It's just that I think you're still in love with her. And you put in there that you hate her, but you don't. You may have hated what she did, but you don't hate her because you're thinking about her too much. But as long as you stay no contact, I think you'll be okay, because the less you see a person or hear from a person, the longer, the easier it is to get over them. They say distance makes the heart grow fonder. I think distance makes the heart wander. Alright, so you keep doing what you're doing. Let's get to our next email. I shouldn't be, but I'm excited. I'm not over him, but I know it would not be right for us to get back to the position we were in. I'm only seeing him because of a party we have. Too many mutual friends that I have avoided long enough. I feel guilty, so I have to go. I have an amazing dress. I'll be looking the bomb, hopefully. Any tips? Well, I hope you look good when you go to your party, but you're not over them, so that means you're still vulnerable, which means you can get hooked up in the same situation you did before. So be careful and stay clear. That's The Advice Nut. The Advice Nut at live.com. The Advice Nut at live.com. You can also contact me on my website, theadvicenut.tripod.com. And also, I'm on MySpace. And all you have to do is, under the search engine, type in The Advice Nut. And I'm also on Black Planet, so check me out under The Advice Nut. Until next time.